To another live trading session with me at Market Potentials, and this evening we're going to be uncovering every strategy that matters, the winning strategies of IQ option trading that you can use yourself to start making some serious money trading if you simply just choose to get started today. Right now, the recording that you're watching right now is a live screen recording of my IQ option trading account. Again, if you wish to get hooked up with the same account, do the same kind of stuff and make the same kind of serious cash that I'm going to be showing you how I do, link is down below. You can get started with a free demo account, get a feel of the platform. And if you wish to get started trading, it's simply $10 to get started, guys. It doesn't get any easier or simpler than that to make some money trading. All right. Now, having said that, I did say I'm going to be sharing with you the winning IQ option trading strategies, and that's exactly what I intend to do in this video. All right. Now, with IQ option trading, there are obviously a whole bunch of instruments that you can trade with. I prefer to use the binary options trade, which I've been using more and more nowadays, but you can also choose to trade with Forex. There's a traditional Forex trading, stocks, as you can see, stocks day trading is also available, cryptocurrency trading if you wish to do that, which is which can be quite profitable as well, guys. Yeah, commodities, if you want to trade commodities, and ETFs if you wish to do that as well. As you can see, this is a full-fledged broker, and you can obviously trade any number of instruments that you wish to. But having said that, I prefer to trade the binary option trade, which you can access by options, binary, and just choose the underlying Forex pair that you wish to trade. Now, binary option trade relies on an underlying instrument. So in this case, it's Forex, but you can also choose to trade binary options with stocks. Obviously, the market is not open yet, the US market, for you to trade all of these stocks, but you can also use them if you wish to trade binary options with stocks. Okay, so it's important to remember that binary option always is trading on an underlying instrument. That they can be Forex or stocks, whichever your interest may be in. Okay. Coming back to today evening's trade, I have just chose the Australian dollar and Japanese yen Forex pair to trade. The only difference is I'm going to be trading it as a binary option trade. Okay, with binary option trade, also time is important, guys. So the expiration time you can choose by coming up here and selecting the time that you wish to. I choose the shortest 1 minute trade, which is so basically now it's just going to be close to 5 p.m. So the shortest time span is the one that's going to be in top left corner. So I just usually trade on that interval because it's just shorter. It allows me to make decisions quicker, and the trade is not open for as long than necessary. Okay. Now, how do we choose which? What do we use to aid our trading decisions? All right. Now, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm also I'm aware that I'm missing the trades here. It's important that when you start trading as well, especially with a live account, you do not have to jump into a trade just for the heck of it. All right, only jump into a trade when you are fairly confident of the outcome, or rather, the outcome of success is significantly higher than the other way around, obviously, right? So I only get into a trade when the stars are aligned, so to speak. So make sure you get that right. I obviously use trading technical indicators to aid my decision, which I'm going to show you in a bit. But my point is, don't take a trade just for the heck of it. Only take a trade when you are fairly confident of success. Now, I have just gone into a trade here, guys, as you might have realized. I've put in $750. I've selected lower, and I'll tell you why in a very short while. But as you can see, the trading time is just 30 seconds from the white line to the expiration line, and as long as the chart ends up being lower than this red line, which is my entry point, I am going to be in the money, and it sure looks that way. I've got about 4 seconds left to go. It's a nice drop. I should be in the green, and there you go. So I've put in $750, pretty big amount, and I am now walking away with a 76% ROI, okay, or $570 in profit. Okay, that's $570 and $70 in profit in a 30-second trade with binary options trading with RQ options, which is exactly what I just did. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to basically open the curtain up and show you why I did the trade as well. Now, recapping where I stopped earlier, I was telling you that it's important not to just jump into any trade. All of the time when we started the video rolling, I passed I think about 3 trades until I landed at this, which I obviously took. So it's important to only jump into trades where you are confident. All right, now you're never going to be 100% confident, guys, but 80%, 70%, you're already tilting the chances of success versus losing it. All right, don't jump into a trade where it's 50-50. right? That's like the surest way of losing money. So take that from me. I started not knowing anything about trading, and some of you maybe as well, but it's not rocket science. It's something that's entirely learnable. You can practice. The one thing I recommend is practice. Just sign up for your free demo account, link down below, and practice. All right, practice is what's going to take you far with trading. Okay, now I did say I'm going to show you exactly how and why I did it. Okay, we covered the time. All right, I always choose the shortest time here. Then what you're going to do is just put in the amount that you wish to trade. You should be able to see the profit and your potential payout here. You don't have the higher or lower here, but that's basically the decision that you're going to make. All right, whether it's going to be higher or lower in 30 seconds. You have to make a choice before you hit the white line here, which is the purchase deadline. And once you are in the trade, then the outcome is determined 30 seconds later by the expiration time here, okay, which is where you get paid or you lose the trade. All right, whichever way it goes. Now, how do you set up the indicators? To set up the indicators, you go to indicators here, popular, and this is what you want to choose. Okay, Bollinger Bands, number 1, number 2, MACD, number 3, RSI, relative strength indicator. That's it. You don't need anything else. All right, some people want to put in like freaking like 10 indicators and stuff. You don't really need that. Like I said, I trade very simply. I use indicators that matters, and that's what is worked for me. And if you follow exactly what I'm doing, practice, learn, you'd be able to do exactly the same, guys. All right, I have no doubt that you would. Okay, now let's dive deeper a little bit about the indicators and what they told me about the trade and why I jumped into the trade. Now, Bollinger Bands, once you've set up, is this band here, right? The red line is the top band, yellow line is the lower band, the orange line is the median. All right, now the moving average. And for the MACD is the moving average convergence divergence. Fancy name, but it's just showing you the movement and trends as well. Okay, another of my favorite is the RSI, the relative strength indicator, and being above the green line here means that it's overbought, which means that it's going to correct. And if it's on the red line, which means it's oversold, it's going to trend upwards. That's it. Okay, now in this instance where I selected and I put in the $750 invested in this trade, guys, you saw that this green candlestick, all right, it was basically the price was on an uptrend. Okay, now I always trade binary options when I spot a trend developing, and I always very typically would choose the opposite trend if it's not going to be a sustained kind of thing. Right, you're not obviously going to get this right all the time, but like I said, I use that together with technical indicators. All right, now with technical indicators, let's look at the Bollinger Bands. Okay, you saw a significant uptrend with this here. Okay, and it even exceeded the Bollinger top part of it, which either meant that it's going to be a new trend that's going to happen, or it's just basically going to be a reversal that's going to happen very shortly. I obviously bet on the reversal, because if you look at the 15-minute chart, this was actually the highest point. All right, which basically means that there is a resistance at this band if you even look backwards. Okay, so all of this stuff is things that I look at before I enter a trade. I knew that this is the resistance level, and it's gonna basically go back down very shortly, and true enough it did. So that's one. This is a resistance, it hits the resistance and it's going to go back down again. Trend reversal is what I bet on, and that's what happened. And on top of that, we're looking at the RSI, and you can see that it's above the green line significantly, which means that a trend reversal is very likely to happen as well. So let's recap. Okay, the indicators, candlestick, Bollinger Bands, resistance bands, the one that I showed you in the 15-minute and 30-minute chart, and the RSI, all of which say that the chart is overbought. Right, overbought meaning it's a strong uptrend, but it's going to reverse down anytime. Okay, so that's exactly why I chose $750, and I bet the opposite way, which I said, it's not going to happen. It's not going to last very long. It's going to trend downwards, and I selected lower. All right, the key thing in binary option trading is getting your decision on the direction of the trade right. That's all you really have to do in order to make money. All right. So that's it, guys. All right, that's really what I did in this couple of minutes of trading. I identified where the resistance band was. I saw an uptrend that hit the resistance lines, and I also saw the potential of a downtrend happening as soon as that happens. I validated it using the candlestick, Bollinger Band, resistance bands, and the RSI, and I bet that the money is going to go the other way around, and that's where I put my $750 cash to trade, and I'm walking away again. Let it sink in. $570 in pure profit, or a 76% ROI. Like, I literally close to doubled my money in 30 seconds. Now that is truly the power of binary option trading, and getting your strategy that actually works with it once you start implementing it with IQ option trading, which is the broker that I'm using right now. That's simply the kind of returns that you stand to make. Again, this is not rocket science. It is not impossible for you to do. When I started trading 6 years back, I had no idea what I was doing. I obviously lost my first $500 deposit, which I worked really hard to save, and I then swore off trading. All right, I said this is all a scam. It's never going to work. But after a couple of months, I came back to trading because I realized that $500 was a lot of money to lose in trading. The only way I was able to ever possibly see it back in the near future was to get back into it. But this time around, I took the time to understand trading. All right, I learned everything there is to know about technical indicators, my own emotions, managing my emotions, managing the trade, and once you start taking the time to learn all of this, you'd be able to be a better trader almost immediately. All right, now I'm not someone who's going to be like into reading books about trading. That's not me. That may be you. If that's you, go ahead and pick some books on investing and read it. I'm someone who just prefers to get into a free demo account, feel my way around, and once I'm confident, I start taking trades. That's me. All right, but obviously you got to know what you're doing, know the indicators, which is fairly simple. You can visit marketpotentials.com. There are some write-ups about technical indicators there. You can head out to investopedia.com. Also a good resource to understand about all of the various technical indicators that you can use to trade, and that's how you're going to learn. All right, so like I said, the technical indicators, that's just a small part of it, guys. It's more about understanding how to implement it. That's going to be a challenge if you're entirely new, but the only way to overcome this is to trade. All right, it's to practice. Like I said, a free demo account, link down below. Sign up for it. You get hooked up with a $10,000 practice account. Practice to your heart's content. Once you start getting things right, that is when you can switch to real life trading, and you can actually do that for just $10. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much concludes this winning IQ option trading tutorial in the year 2021. Like I said, the strategies that I use assure that you are going to be skewed towards success compared to the other way, and that is when I jump into a trade and actually take it. All right, that's what I suggest you do as well. There is no hurry in trading. Make sure you know what you're doing, and if you do it right, 76% ROI at a minimum. Why the hell not, right, guys? Okay, for those of you who are new, you want to watch videos just like this, the link to the button to subscribe is right down there. If you haven't done it, smash it right now, because that's the only way I'm going to be producing videos like this in the future. All right, with that, leave the video a like if you've learned from it, and I hope to see you again in the very near future. Take care now. Bye.